Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera and today I'm going to be telling you about the apps that I use on my phone to create content. Creating content is the way of the world these days. Everybody's doing it. Some people are good at it naturally, some people are struggling. So my goal is to help those of you who are struggling or those of you who seem to be a little uncomfortable with it now to be a little bit more comfortable at the end of the day. If you're curious to figure out like what you should get started, or if you're already using apps and you're probably looking for new apps to use, maybe this video will also help you too. If you think that there are apps that you use that are super beneficial that I don't happen to mention in this video, go ahead and drop them in the comments down below so we can all share and so we can all get creative. Okay, to get started, I use my iPhone camera. That is the primary app that I use when it comes to creating content. A lot of people think that you need to go out and buy an expensive camera, hire a photographer, videographer, things of that nature. You don't. All you need is your iPhone, and I promise you, you'll be golden. As far as your iPhone, you just want to make sure that you have decent settings. I shoot in HD quality every time that I use my phone. It is better if you use your rear camera versus your front camera. Your rear camera is just going to be a little more clearer, and you don't have to worry about, you know, things like words flipping, things of that nature. As a couple of tips, so when you go on your camera, so I'm just going to screen record really quick and show you here on the screen. So when you open up your iPhone camera, automatically it goes to photo. So you have the options of photo, which you can, right now it's in my rear, let me flip it. So you can have the 1x, which is regular zoom. You can have 0.5, which widens everything out. You guys probably are looking at the trash on my floor from my previous video. And then you have the 2.5 where you can zoom in. Now you see my polar bear slipper. This is really helpful to just get those quick zoom in and outs to get your shot. Me personally, I believe that you should just stick with the 1x. As far as portrait, yes, portrait is sort of nice as a feature. It gets like a nice focal on the main object and blurs everything out in the background. I personally don't like it because it's not always the cleanest. If you just want to get a zoom in, I just think just take a regular photo. You can manipulate that regular photo however you please. You can later use your editing skills to focus on that, as you know what the portrait feature would do. But just to increase like your usability for the content that you're capturing, just do a regular zoom, or yeah, a regular positioned setting for your photos. So to the left of photo, you have video. Clear enough. It's literally video. Keep in mind though, if you're going in between photo and video and you have it set up on your tripod, video automatically is like slightly more zoomed than photo. So definitely keep that in mind, because if you're already like borderline out the frame, and if you switch to video, you actually might be out the frame. So consider that. It's always better to take a picture of more of the outside surface or the background. You can always cut that out later. Next is slow-mo. When it comes to creating content, I kind of can't. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that, because I was gonna say I kind of can't understand where you would actually use slow-mo. I know some people, they record themselves walking and they would like to capture something in slow-mo when it's a really nice fit, just kind of for like the dramatics of everything. But if you have like a cosmetics business, you can actually I guess you can record a slow-mo of you like either mixing the products or pouring something into its bottle or container. I personally don't like to record on slow-mo. If there's something that I want to slow down or speed up later, I would actually use one of my apps called Capcut, which I'm going to be showing you guys shortly. So speaking of speed up, we have time-lapse. So time-lapse is my go-to. That is my go-to feature that I use on the iPhone. Being that I'm a graphic designer, I like to record my content. I don't like to have a whole lot of storage on my phone. So what I found that was pretty nice was that I use time-lapse. I record me designing whatever it is that I'm designing, and as soon as I'm done, it automatically shrinks it for me. So it's not that huge file as if I was to actually record in regular video, right? In regular video, say that it took me 60 minutes to record myself making a flyer. Well, that's 60 minutes worth of storage that is now stuck on my phone, but if I use time lapse, it chops it down to maybe only like 20 seconds. Then it already does the work for me of not having to speed everything up by uploading to a different app and just doing all these extra steps. Time-lapse has made it so much easier for me. All I have to do is then move it into Capcut. While we're on the topic of Capcut, let's go ahead and head over there. Okay, so now we're on Capcut. Capcut is one of my favorite apps to use when it comes to creating content. This is what I use to edit my videos when I need to post them as a reel or a TikTok. Whatever video that I record, I just move it right on over to here and I can actually edit everything out. I'm not going to go super detailed about Capcut only because I do have a video on my channel already that is a tutorial of how to use Capcut. I literally start from beginning to end of how to upload your files, how to use them. I show you the features of them and I also show you how to export, do overlays, yada yada yada. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and click the video on my channel, or I'll try to remember to leave it up top. So moving along, the next app that I also use is Canva. Canva is a design software that I am pretty proficient in. It is a good competitor to Photoshop. Canva does not do everything that Photoshop does, I do admit that, but Canva is a damn good software, and that is how I learned how to do graphic design. It wasn't until like a year and a half, 2 years into doing graphic design that I actually learned how to start using Photoshop. Canva is number one. So here is how I think that you will benefit with using Canva when it comes to creating content. So say that you want to get like a little creative, right? First of all, Canva has templates. Canva has templates that you can use for your stories. Canva has templates for pretty much everything that you need, whether it's your Instagram stories, your posts, YouTube banners, resumes, portfolios. Honestly, the results are endless when it comes to Canva. But if you're not too design savvy and you just need something super quick to plug in a photo, plug in some info, that is where Canva is going to help you out at. So just a look on Canva, you guys should be able to see my screen. This search is minimalist Instagram stories. So as you can see, these are already stories that are templates that you can pretty much manipulate however it is that you want. As you can see, some of these are pro, so you are going to need to have a Canva Pro account in order to use some of these templates or some of these features. If you don't, that's completely fine. You just kind of have to struggle a little bit and identify what elements within that template is pro and swap them out for free ones. All the text is editable. You can change your text, you can upload your logo, you can change your brand colors, all of that good stuff. Another thing that I think is super beneficial for Canva is if you needed to remove the background of your photo really quickly. So once again, you are going to have to have Canva Pro in order to use this feature to remove a background from your photo, but that would be super helpful. So this is a photo of me, and what I'm going to do is go down to the bottom of effects and hit background remover. This is something that is super simple. If you want to edit your YouTube thumbnails on your phone, this makes everything super quick and easy. You can go ahead and remove your background. You can even go ahead and add text. So my text box is going to be something along the lines of, here, I'll just type in my name just for the sake of it. Make it a little bit big. I'm going to crop this photo a little bit, and then I'm actually going to go in and add a little element. Make it a little white gradient to blur out the bottom. See, y'all are getting a little tutorial out of me today, honey. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Position to front. I know this doesn't look like much of anything, but honestly, this just shows you how quick, simple, and easy it is to use Canva. You can also use Canva to create like stickers for your story. So if you want to make something that's super cute, kind of want to make it as an overlay, or you want to like brand yourself for your Instagram stories, this is an idea that you can do. So I'm just going to change the color of this background really quick and change the color of this text to, I don't know, let's use this super bright obnoxious pink that I typically do not go for. So you have my name. We are going to, let's find a heart. I'm going to find a heart. I can color it as well. Let's go ahead and make the heart white. I can add it to the back for whatever reason. I'm going to quickly select multiple, group, draw this over here so that it is centered. And then what I'm going to do at this top corner here is hit download, PNG, transparent background. Every crown that you see next to something, that indicates that it is pro. So if you do not have a pro account, I highly suggest. Honestly, it's only like 12-15 bucks a month. So now that that's downloaded in my album, I'm just going to go to my album really quickly. I'm still in videos. And there it is. You have your transparent sticker that now you can upload, whether you are editing on Capcut or whether you're editing on Capcut to upload a video to Instagram, TikTok, all of that good stuff. Moving on to the next app that I use, it is Lensbuddy. So Lensbuddy is super helpful. I have to make sure I keep recording my screen. So Lensbuddy is super helpful because it allows me to take so many pictures without interrupting the storage of my phone. So when you take photos, here, let me see. So when you take photos, you can do like a burst of 25, right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit that button. It has a countdown of every time that you're going to have your photo taken, and then it does a flash. It continues until it gets to that number setting that you want it to get your photos for, and then at the end it shows like a little gallery. So as you can see on the screen right now, it took 4 photos. That's my gallery. Whenever I click on it, I can choose to export it to my phone, and I can hit save image. That is super helpful when it comes to like not having good storage on your phone, because if you're already terrible with that, you can really just pre-store everything on Lensbuddy and then export everything later. Also, when you go through and take so many photos on your phone, me personally, I like to go through and heart and favorite everything that I like and delete everything else that I don't like. You can kind of do this all in Lensbuddy and then only add what you do like to your album, and it's just less time, less storage. I mean, why not? So Lensbuddy is also a really good app to use when you don't have someone else to help you take your pictures, or you don't have a shutter for your phone or camera. This is the app to use. You can use and take your photos hands-free. Like I showed you the timer, it kind of gives you like a little bit of time to get into position for your next pose. I just think Lensbuddy all the way around is really great. Definitely, as a reminder, use their back camera versus their front camera. It seems like the front camera while using Lensbuddy is worse than using the front camera on your iPhone. So just keep that in mind. Last but not least, the other apps that I use to create content will be TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest. The reasons are, when it comes to creating content, you want to do some research. You want to see what other people are doing. You want to get inspiration from what other people are putting out there on social media. And these 3 apps can definitely help you spark your creativity, gain your interest to help engage with your audience. So, starting with TikTok, first of all, I use TikTok for any sorts of research. Whether it's looking for reviews to buy a product, or it's trying to study and figure out how it is that I want to record this content. I take a look and see how it is that they are recording, shopping hauls, how it is that they're recording get ready with me's, meal preps, things of that nature. I also pay attention to how it is that they edit their videos, how they position their cameras. That's something that you can also see from Instagram, from Instagram with people's reels. Also on Instagram, you should also be able to study like their captions, what it is that they do for their captions, what is it that they use for like the hooks, what hashtags are they using for your posts. Those are things that you could pay attention to as well, and I think that's more prominent on Instagram versus it is TikTok. On Instagram, I see people use a whole lot of hooks. TikTok, there's barely any hooks at all. With Instagram, things are a little more formal. TikTok is a very casual space, very relatable platform. So that's also something to keep in mind when it comes to where and when to post your content. When it comes to Pinterest, I love Pinterest. One of my friends said that she does not like Pinterest, and I'm like, girl, how? Pinterest is such a great app to use. It is basically like a mood board, and you can create whatever board you want to do, whether you want to do inspiration for outfit, inspiration for a get ready with me. Do you want to start using a certain aesthetic to brand yourself personally or professionally, or just get ideas of how you want to decorate your room, or figure out they have videos on there as well, figuring out what type of content it is that you want to record that might be different that you do not see on TikTok or Instagram. Maybe you want to create your own Pinterest board and you want to study other creators and figure out how it is that they use their pins, what type of pins do they use, what are the keywords, what websites are linked, yada yada yada, all of that good stuff. So alright guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that you have learned some apps today that you can use when creating your own content. I hope that I was able to shed a little bit of light on all the apps, what it is that they do, a little bit of their pros, and maybe it'll entice you to go ahead and download them if you have not already. Like I said before, if there are apps that you are using that you think I should start using that I have not mentioned, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. Go ahead and also like and subscribe this video. Click that notification bell. I will be glad to see you guys at my next video. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.